welcome everyone for the first ISKCON online farm conference from today until the 4th. So we had a couple of conferences in person due to the new situation. It is all online now. So I want to welcome all the participants. And my name is Sanak Sanatandas. I'm scheduled to speak on the last day. I'm speaking from Vrindavan, India. I have some management function here, and I'm also looking after the Goshala as well as our farm. We have an organic farm. And so I want to welcome, the name of our conference is Krishi Go-raksa Vanijyam. And it's a 4-day program. Today and tomorrow will be how to grow food from home, and then how to connect to mother cow on the 3rd day, and on the last day will be how to transmigrate from Goshala to farm and combine the two. So I want to now invite our first speaker, it is Kalakan Prabhu. He is the Minister of the International Ministry of Cow Protection and Farming, and he is our first speaker, and he is also the main motivation of bringing the conference to go, and he's the main organizer behind the scenes to get us all moving. So I want to welcome Ms. Grace Kalakanta Prabhu. Please come on.
Hare Krishna. It's a pleasure to be here. Sanak Sanatana Prabhu, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here and very happy with the work being developed in India. There's a very good team and they have excellent teams and speakers to really enlighten us. Actually, today we're going to look at different aspects of growing your own food, which is very nice. We have an expert coming up, which is Tiago Barbosa. I'm going to speak about him. And it's really exciting. Okay, so thank you so much, Sanak Sanatana Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Please take over.
Hare Krishna. So it's a pleasure, as I said, to be with all of you. It's our first online conference, so please bear with us. We are actually getting everything organized. But to start, I would say that we are really looking at this Continental Farm Conference cycle. And what is this Continental Farm Conference cycle? It's basically getting devotees who are in every continent to get together, devotees who are working with farms, with cows, with ecology, agroecology, people who are on the cities and they have kind of an inclination, they think they can help the mission of cow protection agriculture. So we are getting slowly all these devotees and members to participate and bring topics together. And to do that, we need to get experts. And that's one of the main goals of the Continental Farm Conference cycle, is to bring experts who can help us to understand how we will actually realize what is happening with ISKCON and our mission to produce food, to produce natural food. So this is the first ISKCON Online Farm Conference. It's happening in India. India is leading in that sense. I'd like to congratulate the team. India has decided to have representatives for each zone, north, south, east, and west. We just heard from Sanak Sanatana Prabhu, who is the representative of the north, and he's doing a very good work there, right? The purpose of ISKCON Farm Conference and what is the mission of the Ministry of Cow Protection Agriculture, that's really something for us to look at, because our mission is very much to bring people closer to a more natural way of living, to bring people to an understanding that the current lifestyle, it's very difficult. So this conference, as I mentioned, is happening in many places. It started in #1 in Europe in 2008 with Shivaram Swami, His Holiness Shivaram Swami, and a team of excited devotees. Shyamasundara Prabhu was there at the time, and Gaura Shakti Prabhu and Radha Krishna Prabhu, and so many inspired devotees who really believed in a more simple way of living. And that is gradually is spreading to South America, North America. India came on board, Australia is coming up, Africa is discussing with us. So gradually we're getting there. When I go to these conferences and I speak, the basic, what is the message? What is the message that we want everyone to understand? Well, Prabhupada had a very strong advocacy that the current civilization is really very, very complicated, and that takes away time. We cannot have time for self-realization, for family, for important aspects of life, especially because our livelihoods are very much connected to what he called Ugra karma, which is a very intense system which exploits nature and binds man to a very complicated lifestyle. Therefore, we all become very distant from our food, from producing our food. And Prabhupada was very strong on that point. He was always referring to Goloka Vrindavan, how Krishna and Balaram were always dealing with so many cows. And you can see in this picture how many systems today, like Alan Savory, proposes intensive grazing, how Krishna's model is being so mirrored. He's kind of coming closer. So many cows trampling the earth, distributing cow dung and urine, and then just bringing fertility to the soil. And on the back, you can see the forests, and you can just see the agroforestry systems which are building up in the planet. And that is a blueprint which Krishna gives, and the agroecologists are kind of understanding the blueprint of the universe. We call that Dharma and ecology, which will be my talk a little later. And see Prabhupada here is talking about the ancient scriptures of India, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and there he's mentioning how important it is, the position of the cow, to protect cows, to produce your food, and to have a lifestyle which is conducive to self-realization. So this is in 1969, and he was really excited about doing that with us. And he wrote to many of his disciples, like Maheshwari does in 76, and he said, we have got more than 100 temples all over the world, and attached to every temple, we are opening farms, and in many cities, restaurants, and all of them are going on very successfully. So that's his report. There were 14 farms at that time, and he was saying they're going very successfully. Today, we have around 65 projects around the globe, and many of them are doing well, and some are suffering from challenges. But on a whole, there's a sense of progression. There's a sense of progression for that, right? And Prabhupada was always there behind, signing the letters and personally guiding, you know. And today, I mean, we really have this system which is called syntropic farming. And syntropic farming is trying to replicate what nature does, what the forest does. And here is a group working. They make rows of trees, and then they prune the trees. They call chop and drop, and that is a permanent factory of biomass. And for that topic, today we have our first speaker, which is actually from Australia. He's Tiago Barbosa, and he's a wonderful person who's been doing incredible work in South America, Belize, Barbados, Curacao, and in Australia itself, around all those areas. And he's been traveling extensively. He started Ernest Gitt, and he is going to talk to us how nature gives abundance. So I'm going to invite Tiago Barbosa on board, and after him, we'll have a presentation from His Holiness Bhakti Raghav Swami, and then I conclude with a little bit of Dharma and ecology, and that's for today. Okay? So I hope you'll enjoy this conference,